Hi, my name is Anne-Marie Custel. I'm a coach for hairstylists that wants to grow their business behind the chair without feeling overwhelmed or working longer hours behind the chair. I have over 20 years of experience working behind the chair, earning over 6 figures. If you wish to make more money without working longer hours behind the chair and bring in spiritual and sustainable principles into your business and life, then you are in the right place. In this podcast, I will mix business strategies, marketing tips, personal development, spiritual practices, and sustainable ways of living and working. Welcome to the Sustainable Hairstylist Podcast. Hi everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I'm so excited that you are here today, and my goal today is to welcome you even a bit more into my world. I'm here in my salon and in my little office, hanging out in my sofa, sipping some tea. I wanted to have you come into my world even a little bit more. Today I'm going to talk to you about why I do what I do and what is it that really drives me. So from a very young age, as long as I can remember, I've been looking for a way to shift how I see things, see how can I grow. I've always been searching, trying to find ways of understanding myself, ways of understanding other people, and also ways of working with creativity, ways of growing business when I started to grow my business, and also ways of how can I contribute, how can I help the world become a better place, how can I just be part of something that is making the future a better place rather than actually taking things from Mother Nature and making sure that it's even becoming a worse place to live. The more I started to work as a teacher for hairstylists, I realized the gift of actually me learning how to shift your mindset and how can I help others shift the way that they are seeing the world and grow into a better version of themselves. And that has really helped me become a much better teacher, a much better coach, and a much happier person. And it really has changed so much, and it has become a part of who I am, a part of the way that I just work as a human being, and the way that I see life. I always see how can I find a solution to whatever issue that I'm having in my life. If there is a problem, a struggle, something, fear, whatever it is, how can I learn something from this? How can I work through it? And how can I really transform it so I can let it go, grow into a better version of myself, so I can show up as a better teacher and coach for my students, so that I can hold the space for my clients in the salon in a better way. And it really is a way of living. I truly believe that if we want to see change in the world, we really need to start with ourselves. If we want to see things shift, if we want to see change happen, it's all about what can I do to lead the way. It can be small things, it can be huge things. And you, as a hairstylist, are impacting so many beautiful people every day. So if you have something that you truly believe in, something that I want this to change, how can you start to make that change happen? Starting with yourself. And how can you start to model that change so that if someone is watching you from the outside, they can actually notice that something has changed within you. So that they go like, what is different? Like, what is different with Anne-Marie? What is different with Sarah? What is different with Peter? And people will start to ask you about it. So for instance, if you are a salon, you are working in a hair salon, and you decide that you want to bring in more eco-friendly, sustainable products into your salon, start with coffee. If you want to know what kind of coffee to buy, fair trade is always the way to go. When it comes to coffee, that is the best quality coffee that you can find, where you know that the workers have gotten good pay for their product, and you know that they've been treating the product in a healthy way. So when you're serving your clients with this new coffee, you can talk about that. Talk about why is it important for you to start to choose more sustainable products? How is this product made? And why did you decide to implement this? This can make other people start to think like, hey, maybe I also want to have coffee that is not filled with pesticides. What is happening with my body when I'm drinking chemicals? This is how we can implement change that can have an amazing ripple effect of the world. And we always have to remember that change starts with us. We cannot scream from the top of the buildings, this is wrong, this is blah, 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 if we're not willing to change ourselves. Willing to change our own perspective, willing to change how we are doing things. One of the reasons why I'm teaching nowadays, one of the reasons why I still love having amazing conversations with my clients, transforming their hair, is that I truly get to impact so many people to understand that you own your own voice. Every time you are spending money, you are voting for what it is that is important for you. I always try to impact people to understand that the choices that you're doing on a regular basis every single day actually do matters. Every single choice you make. And it can be such a small choice as smiling at your neighbor, or saying hi, how are you doing? Or taking that extra time to talk to your clients when you start to notice that there is something off. Today, this person needs me more than ever. It is these little tweaks that can get us all together to create massive change. And we can create a new world together. And that is my dream, to help other people grow into the best versions of themselves, let go of everything that is preventing you from having your dreams, letting go of all the limiting beliefs and all the ideas of I'm not worthy, this is not going to happen, what will people think of me, and start to grow into that beautiful, amazing human being that you are, and blossom and go out there and create massive change in your unique way for the people that you are meant here to help. This will cause such an amazing change in the world, and I know that it's happening every single day, and it is the thing that really fuels me. And this is really how revelations are started. I truly, truly believe that there is a new, healthier way more chemical-free, natural way of living, going back more to basics, going back more to nature. I see over and over again, don't get me wrong, I truly love technology. I love how I can record this podcast and you can listen to it and we can connect, and I get to do so much amazing things with people that are on this other side of the world, and I truly love that. But it is interesting how technology is just starting to go faster. And our society has started to become like a super fast-paced society compared to like the 1960s when things were like slow, or like even older time. And I think the shift, if we want to live in a more calm, natural way, is to actually see what kind of relationships do I have with technology. And I know I can get sucked into that whole scrolling thing, getting sucked into amazing things that are out there on the internet. And like an hour, 2 passes, and I have no idea what happened to my time. And I think we have to start to become more conscious of using technology as a tool, and using technology for a way, so for you as a hairstylist to start to connect with the people that you are meant to help with their hair. Use technology to have systems into place so that all the business side of your business is easy for you to run. You just have a system. I'm doing step 1 to 10, and then I'm finished with that, and then I can just go and be creative, because I know that that is what you truly love. And start to use our phones and computers as the tools so things can become easy to do, but we don't want it to control our lives. We don't want it to overwhelm us. We don't want to get stuck into that endless scroll, being absorbed by loads of ads. So we want to have systems into place for us to use technology as a tool so it doesn't absorb our lives. One of my other things that really truly drives me is, so I've been working as a hairstylist for more than 20 years. And when I was about, I think it was 7 or 8, I don't really remember. But I started to have allergic reactions, and I started to have asthma. Throughout my career as a hairstylist, my allergies and my asthma and rashes and so on started to become worse and worse. At points in my life, I thought that, okay, that's it. I cannot do this anymore. I have to cut my hair and get a new real job like everyone else, because, you know, as a hairstylist, people don't really look at us as we have a real job. As funny it is, I'm still here 20 years later, having a job where I help people with their hair. Are you a hairstylist that is tired of all of those clients that are complaining that your prices are too high, or when you have them in your chair, it never seems that you can satisfy them enough, no matter what it is that you do? Do you want to attract the right type of clients that feels that they are the right fit for you, that really enjoys who you are, your values, and your services? Download the free Attract meditation to help you draw in the right type of clients into your life and business. Download the free Attract meditation at www.serene-flow.com/attract and start to see magic happening in your life. Enjoy. I came to a point where my rashes on my hands got worse and worse, where I made me start to look at, okay, what kind of chemicals do I have around myself in the salon every day? And at that point, I was renting a chair in a salon together with other hairstylists. And I think we were 6 or 7 people at that moment. So the amount of hair color, perms, and so on that was going on every day was horrible. And I started to feel that I wanted to do my own thing, so I looked for my own salon to have my own space where I could decide what kind of chemicals were around me and so on. It took me to a point where for a while I stopped doing hair color at all. I stopped doing perms and I was focusing more and more on hair extensions and dreadlocks. And that was really like my main thing that I was offering. And now and then I still did hair color for some of my favorite clients. And I started to notice that there was this curtain lifted from my eyes. The fogginess, the tiredness, the drainedness went away. Because I also started to clean out more and more that was going on in my life otherwise. And I started to really strip off all the things, all the chemicals that were negative. And I started to look at, okay, how can I work in a more sustainable way and in a more healthy way? And this has really been a long journey for me. And nowadays, so much has happened that is amazing. There is so many options out there that the chemicals are not that harsh. They're not that. There are more sustainable products out there that you can exchange and use instead. It has really created change in my life. It's created change in my client's life, and it's created change in my students' life as well. Because one of the things that I teach people is to not only grow into the best versions of themselves, let go all the crap that's not serving you anymore, and to live a more healthy life and find balance between your private life and your business, and start to have a more conscious impact in the way that you are living every single day on the planet. Start to make more conscious decision every single day. And that really, really helps. If you are interested in starting to work in a more sustainable way and you want to really be a part of shifting the way that we are working as hairstylists, remember that you have a chance to change things. You have a chance to test amazing products that are out there. You can be a part of impacting so many of your clients on a daily basis. You can have their eyes open up to maybe working in a less harsh environment. Together we can create new habits. We can create new changes. The more demand of more natural, eco-friendly products, the more will be produced. So every single decision that we make on a daily basis, what kind of food we buy, what kind of furniture you're using, what kind of clothes you're wearing, what kind of detergent you're using for the wash, like everything matters. And it's just you willing to wake up. And I truly believe that we can live in a more healthy, natural way if we start to be willing to make a change and start to think before we just take that normal product that you're used to taking from the shelf in the store. See what other options are out there. Is there a better option that maybe is less polluting to the environment? And I know that together we can create an amazing world. We just need to dare to dream of something new. I am here to help and guide you, to show you what is possible for you, to show you that we can create something together that is amazing. It's just one person, one step at a time, can create massive change. And that is my dream. I'm truly happy that you have been here to the end. If you feel aligned with what I'm talking about, send me a DM. Let me know your biggest aha moments and reach out to me on Instagram at sereneflow_. I would love to hear. If you know someone that could really be helped by this episode, share this. And I'm looking forward to hear everything that you have to say. Sending you lots of love. Bye. Wow, thank you for staying at the very end of this episode. If you felt that this episode gave you any value, please share it with a friend that might need to hear this message at this very moment. If you had a huge aha moment, I would love to hear from you. Send me a DM on Instagram. You can find me at sereneflow_. And I would love to hear what your big aha moment was. If you want to help us grow this podcast, I would love for you to go on iTunes and find the Sustainable Hairstylist Podcast and put in a review. That will help us reach more people with this podcast so that we can together change the world. Sending you lots and love and peace. Enjoy your day. See you next week. Bye bye.